10 chipmunks. They jumped me.
You look like a newborn baby deer.
What?
Look, Mom, I'm bad, learning to walk.
Oh, yeah, it's the last cookie, but you can have it, Rachel. Oh, if you insist. Thank you.
Homemade cookies, give that.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, doesn't have enough sugar, Mom. Yeah.
Honey, we have a guest.
Okay, I have gas too.
Oh, my.
Do we have a problem?
I said guests, not gas.
Does my finger smell weird?
Disgusting.
Excuse me, you want a tussle?
I'm sorry, Amanda, but I have to go.
Good, you were taking up all the good air.
Honey, did you change the Wi-Fi password? I sure did. I found out the neighbors across the street were stealing our Wi-Fi. Sickles. Yeah. Oh, how I despise people who steal other people's Wi-Fi.
I think our rich neighbors changed their Wi-Fi password. Now I gotta go back to using dad's slow Wi-Fi. You suck.
You see, our son is doing exactly what I say I hate.
You know what I hate? When you chew with your mouth open.
You shouldn't be stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Well, it's not my fault you can't afford high-speed internet.
I'm gonna whoop you all day.
Mom, whoop it, and don't start crying when she does it.
Honey, just upgrade to a better Wi-Fi. Fine. I know you are, but what am I?
Hey, loser.
Billy? I didn't do it. Don't whoop me. What would you like to have for lunch? Spaghetti and cheese? Your wish is my command. Mom is finally making me food.
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, but I think it's nice. Are you playing my video games?
I'm sorry, please.
And it's okay.
Really? Thanks.
You are great.
Strange. Can you do it without my sock? Of course, Your Highness. What's that smell? Oh, it smells like rotten eggs.
That woke you up, didn't it?
Do it again to make sure he's awake. Oh.
Where do you think you're going?
You see, honey? This is where he gets his behavior from. Grand Theft Auto games. Leave me alone.
This game is teaching me how to defend myself because you can't teach me.
Excuse me? You want me to teach you right now?
I wish you would.
Okay.
What do you think you're doing? No weapons. We're using our fists.
I didn't mean a one-on-one fight. I meant to teach you a lesson for playing grown-up video games.
I won't play Grand Theft Auto. I'll play Roblox. How about that?
Yeah, that's the game you should be playing, not a game with guns.
What gun do I want?
What? Guns and Roblox too? That's it. I forbid video games.
Excuse me? You want me to teach you a lesson?
I dare you. Should have never said that, honey.
No.
Did you just come from outside with no shoes?
I forgot to put them on this morning before I went to school. You forgot something too.
No, I didn't. What?
You forgot to pick me up from school. Didn't you get my text message?
Text message? Oh, I see it. I must have not cared.
What?
Whoa, what's going on?
Mom, your husband forgot to pick me up from school.
My name is Dad.
Well, not anymore.
Good, finally.
I'm running away and gonna live in a motel.
I'm going to McDonald's.
Did I say I'm running away? I meant I'm gonna go put the laundry away. Mom, can I get a Happy Meal?
Pick me up a Big Mac. You son of a bullshit. What's your problem? I never whooped you before, so there it was, Casper. I don't like that face. Get out of my house and never come back.
Your house.
This ain't your house. It ain't my house. You're wrong, Scooby-Doo. Don't ever disrespect me, Casper. What the hell's going on?
Where's your hat, Dad?
I can't find it. Why are you looking at me like that, Debbie? You're looking extra spicy today, Trevor. Just like my buffalo chicken I had for lunch. How about we watch a romantic movie together?
Praise, wacha kwanza kuna kitu inanisumbua hapa.
Guys, I don't think Billy is breathing. I won't be taking no for an answer, Trevor. Fine, fine. We can watch any movie you want. This song is my favorite part of the movie, Trevor.
Who cares what Dad says? His words mean nothing. Oh, who took my credit card? Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? May I help you?
First of all, you're being a bad role model to Billy. Second of all, you shouldn't be saying that. I'm sitting right here.
Are you sure you're right there?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you sure you're right there? Because what if you're not? What if you're really in the kitchen? Ooh.
What a moron.
Professor Know-it-all. Okay, now, Billy, I'm gonna pretend I'm Dad. I need to make this more legit.
What are you doing?
Give me your shirt. Okay, now, Billy, pretend I'm Dad and I'm yelling at you.
Billy, I'm tired of you breathing so loud. Go ahead, Marshmallow. Talk back. Leave me alone. Oh, you wish to say that to me? Okay.
What do you think you're doing? I'm the Dad. You're grounded.
Terus tangga mana?
I'm almost gonna win.
Terus main apa?
I lost.
I won. I won.
Wacha, ngojeni kwanza ni
Do we have a problem?
You can't go
Mungu mko na
around
mani.
hitting
Mnaona
people.
mtaniharibia vitu zangu. Ye? Unataka kuangusha hii?
Nataka kukaa.
Unitafutia kaka kitu penye kalienda ka hapa. Kale kanakaa red. Nani alitoa?
Niste, waleta mami.
Wewe ndo angalia pale kama kako hapa kakitu ka red. Niangalilie.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Take your time, girl. You know you had diarrhea. We'll talk about it.
Angalia vizuri kwani unaiona ni kubwa itasema penye.
You wanna play again with me?
Angalia vizuri chukua nini umulike. Utaiona hivyo. Mulika. Hebu please songa hivyo acha kunifinyilia hivyo.
Oh my gosh, I wish I felt it, baby. Yeah. You're gonna die.
Luke, you let go of him right now.
That got hurt. How is she alive? Oh, I made this cycle bring her back.
Manu, chukueni hizi vitu mtupe. Manu, umesikia?
Mimi nilishatupa hadi uliniona, si ndio?
Na hii ni ya nani?
Ya Prince, mimi nilishatupa zangu.
Mimi nilitupa zangu.
Chukueni basi mtoe wawili basi. Hey, mchukua mwende mtupe.
Let's end her.
Did we do it? I thought so. Well, looks like you guys saved the day. Billy? Wake up, Twinkie.
Basi chukueni hiyo uchafu. Mimi sitaichukua.
Endeni mchukue hizo vitu zenu. Mnaongeleshwa kwa nini mnanyamaza?
Mimi nilipeleka yangu.
Endeni mchukue zote mpeleke.
Hadi mtano aliniona nikipeleka.
Nani alikuwa anatumia hizo? Ni za nani?
Mimi nilipeleka.
Ni za nani hizo nimeuliza? Ni za nani?
No.
Za Prince.
Ni za Prince ama ni za Manu?
Get up and learn to hit things.
Manu hizo colors ni za nani?
Zangu.
Na sasa
Mimi nasema hizo.
enda Prince uchukue hizo zingine. Enda uchukue. Enda uchukue. Nitachukua. Nipatie mwiko hapo. Nipatie mwiko ni wacha. Endeni nyinyi wote mchukue. Endeni nyinyi wote. Sitaki kushinda nikituma mtu. Nipatie mwiko mtanu. Tandike wote.
Mimi nachukua hapa na mimi nakuacha.
Shinda hapa nini saa yote hapa.
Looks like you lost your shoes.
Why are you hitting?
Well, if you must know, I was spying on Trevor through the window and I saw you teaching him how to dance.
Go on.
So here I am to teach you how to dance, Trevor. Hey, Amanda. I need you, baby.
Kuna maji.
Songeni hivyo. Songa hivyo mnanikanyanga na baridi, ngieni baridi. Unichukulie hiyo bag. Kuja ukae side nyingine. Wacha wekelea iko. Kuja ukae hapa. Nataka kusoma mimi hata sina hiyo time ya mnataka. Pita hiyo side please. Jessica, unanifanya nini? Utafanya nini yangu ikatike.
Ndio hiyo basi kando.
Pita kuja ukae. Acha kujifunza kulia bure wewe. Unasikia? Songa wacha kusikiliza leo zinalia na muziki kwa starehe.
He ran in this house. Check the picture from the footage. Right, Bubba. That's him right there. What did I do? You filthy PlayStation 5 thief. I didn't steal no PlayStation. You shut your mouth. You going downtown. Oh.
Is this some sick joke? That's impossible for me to do.
See, maybe your dad's right. Get an A+ on your test to earn the
Wacha
$100.
kuja unishikashika hivyo. Nataka remote huko.
Now you got my talking crazy. Just give me $100.
No.
That's it. I'm done.
Well, I'm gonna go get things started.
Wake up.
Yeah. Is there a reason why you're staring at me?
No reason. Dang it, I forgot to lock the front door. Now we might get robbed.
Pablo, I'm calling 911. 911, how can I help you? Yeah, I'm being robbed. Oh, I'm on my lunch break. Call back later. Bye. Long time no see, baby Trevor. Now give me all your monies. I can smell your hot breath from here. Ahoy, villagers. I wonder what scared him. All right, Trevor, give up the money. Here, kid, here's your cut. So here is a choice for them to do while I'm gone. When they open it, look at these people who are doing their grocery shopping. One of them has stolen a watermelon. Can you tell who?
Mwenye ako na ball. Jumbo na ana sweat.
It must be this guy on the right. He's holding a soccer ball, but it looks as if it's very heavy. And since soccer balls don't weigh much, it must be that this guy is watermelon. Mason went on an expedition to Antarctica. His boss asked him to send pictures as proof that he was actually there. Mason sent pictures every day, but when he returned from the expedition, his boss fired him. Take a closer look at the pictures and try to understand what his boss didn't like. Mason was sent to Antarctica, but in some pictures, you can see palm trees. No wonder the boss realized the photos were photoshopped and Mason hadn't gone there at all. An old man had extremely poor vision. He was living with his son, Mark, because he needed assistance all the time. One day, the man was resting in his armchair while his son was preparing dinner. Suddenly, Mark heard a glass shatter. The man went into the room and saw that the window was broken. He asked what had happened. His father told him that some dark-eyed, dark-haired guy had thrown a stone into the window and shattered it. Then he ran away. Mark didn't believe his father. Why? The man had extremely poor vision, and he wasn't wearing his glasses at the time of the accident. He couldn't see the guy, let alone the color of his hair and eyes. Savannah went on a business trip with her husband. In the evening, the woman didn't feel well and suddenly blacked out. When Savannah woke up a couple of hours later, she couldn't remember anything. There were two men in front of her, and both claimed to be her husband. The woman couldn't remember which of them was her real husband. Can you help her figure it out?
The one who had the master.
They went to a business meeting. That's why they are both dressed accordingly. The guy in a hoodie doesn't look formal, so her husband must be the other one, the man who's wearing a suit. Now, this girl, Susanna, can't remember who her husband is too. Can you help her? It must be this guy. Look, he's wearing a ring while the other doesn't seem to be married. Ava's parents, John and Catherine, came to the hospital to pick up the teenager. Can you tell which of these young people is their child? It's this girl. John and Catherine are Ava's parents. Ava is her first name, and she's the only girl in the room.
Alexis runs at the stadium every day, preparing for an athletics championship. And it starts today. Alexis warms up and notices a skinny guy among other runners. His legs look weak and thin. Is he gonna run? Alexis wonders. All participants get up to the starting position. 3, 2, 1, go! Alexis is running as fast as she can. She's in the lead, and that guy runs much faster and doesn't look tired. He wins. But how did he do it? Alexis realizes he's not a real athlete. He's not even a human. But how did she know that?
Because he was not sweating.
Because he doesn't sweat.
The guy doesn't sweat, he doesn't blink, and he has 2 left hands. It's raining. Mike tries to walk fast so as not to freeze. His 3 goats are following him. He comes out to the river and notices a raft on the shore, but it can only withstand 1 goat and 1 human at a time. A tiger is sitting on the other side of the river. Mike can't sail with 1 goat and leave it with the tiger. What should he do to cross the river? There's no need to cross the river this way. Look, there's a bridge far ahead. There's a house right in the middle of the hottest desert. There's no water, trees, or villages around. 4 people live inside the building. The owner and his friends. An archaeologist, an oil worker, and a surveyor. The owner comes to the backyard and sees an empty jug. Who's drunk all the water? We don't have any supplies anymore, he screams loudly. All the friends are in shock too. Those who did that should go to the desert and get some water, he says. I was excavating in front of the house. I didn't touch the jug, the archaeologist replies. I extracted oil under the house. I didn't touch the water, the oil worker says. I was wandering through the desert in search of an underground river or lake, but I haven't found anything. There's no point in sending us there. You know, I think you've drunk it, the surveyor answers. What do you think? Who's guilty?
Nobody. It's right.
Nobody. The jug was outside. The hot sand and the scorching sun dried it up. Dr. Phil works in a laboratory for the study of microorganisms. He's sitting in his office, reading a new scientific article. At this moment, someone knocks on the door. It's a young laboratory assistant. He looks scared and says he's met on a real monster. It has several mouths, long tentacles, and 1 claw, the guy says. He locked it in a lab. Dr. Phil goes there to see it with his eyes. He turns the key in the lock. The door is opening slowly with a cracking sound. The doctor steps inside. Nothing. There's complete silence here. There's no monster. Or is there? Where do you think it is?
Over there.
The monster is a microscope sitting in the test tube. This is a laboratory for the study of microorganisms, remember? Like every morning, Daphne went to her favorite local cafe to get her coffee and breakfast sandwich. She left the cafe after she'd paid. A few minutes later, she returned, looking anxious, because she had forgotten her wallet. Strangely, it was nowhere to be found. She called the police to report the incident. Nobody had left the store, so the thief was still there when the officer arrived. He started questioning everyone. Jenny, the cashier, said that Daphne was a regular customer, and she had known her for a long time. So, she would never steal her wallet, and she didn't see it after Daphne had paid. Andre was a tourist visiting the city for the first time. He said he'd come to the cafe because he'd wanted to try their famous muffin. She claimed he hadn't seen the wallet. He was busy trying to pick what type of muffin he should get at the time. And Aaron worked as a store clerk. He said that he'd come there to grab coffee. And he didn't see the wallet because he was pouring milk into his coffee. So who do you think stole the wallet? It was Harry, the store clerk. Or should I say Harold? Do you see his name tag? He lied about his name when he ordered his drink. Also, even though he said he was pouring milk in his coffee, as you can see, it doesn't have any milk in it. Jessica was an aspiring actor, and she had a big musical theater audition that day. She left her house early in the morning to make it on time, but she had forgotten to take her sheet music with her, so she had to drive back. When she walked in, though, she saw her roommate lying on the floor unconscious. A nurse was standing beside her. She explained to Jessica that her roommate had been poisoned, but luckily, she'd had enough time to call an ambulance before she passed out. Jessica immediately realized something was wrong. She thanked the nurse for helping her friend and asked her if she could get her a glass of water or anything else. The nurse agreed, and Jessica hurried to the kitchen. There, she called the police saying, "There's a fake nurse in my house. She poisoned my roommate and tried to rob her." How did Jessica understand that?
Because she's standing like smiling.
When she arrived at the house, there was no ambulance car in the driveway or in the street. And it's not like paramedics started using Uber. And you might have also noticed that the paramedic bag the nurse was holding was slightly open, and Jessica's roommate's jewelry was dangling out of it. Anna and Catherine are both influencers, but take a look at the latest photos they posted. Which of these ladies do you think is richer?
It's her. Akona
Catherine is richer,
27.
of course. Just look at the number of likes on her photo. She has 27,907 likes. Anna, on the other hand, has 9,837, which means that Catherine has way more followers and must be earning millions. Annie managed to buy presents for everyone except her dad. She knew what everyone wanted, but her dad was kind of secretive and not the talking type. He was also
Yeah.
not great with technology and never bought anything online, so there was no way she could sneak into her dad's computer and check the save items in his shopping cart. But he always liked to make lists in his little notebook, and Annie was sure she might be able to find a wish list there. So she sneaked into her father's office one day to look for the notebook. It was nowhere to be found, but his study table had a locked drawer. She looked for the key around the room but couldn't find it anywhere. That's when 2 different sticky notes attached to 2 different books inside the bookcase caught her eye. The first note was attached to a psychology book and had P5487TH written on it. The second note was attached to a detective novel and said P21320TH. Annie immediately knew what the notes meant. Can you guess what she had to do? She had to open to page 548 in the first book and find the 7th word on this page. Then she had to open page 213 in the second book and find the 20th word on that page. The words she found were under and desk. The girl immediately looked under the desk and found the drawer key taped to it. James was walking back to his apartment from work late at night. Suddenly, he was hit on the head and taken away. When he woke up, he found himself in a small room. He tried to escape, but the door was locked with a padlock. James tried to look for the key, but there was nothing in there but a window with strange-looking metal bars. Suddenly, he noticed something. It helped him to find the key. Do you see it too? One of the metal bars is different from the others. That one is the key. Shore of molten gum, far away from the village of Talking Stones, there's a big house. This building is different from all others in this neighborhood, since it exists in 2-dimensional space. The owner is a rich architect, Mr. Ali Lee Bulb, who has just woken up after a 90,000-second nap. He finds a broken diamond banana in the kitchen. Mr. Ali Lee Bulb gets angry and calls everyone who was in the house while he was sleeping. He's going to find out who broke his amazing piece of jewelry. Big closed eye, cardboard giraffe with glasses, and 3-headed pelican come into the living room. Tell me who broke the banana, Mr. Ali Lee Bulb says. I didn't do that. I was visiting rich old people in their dreams, Big closed eye tells him. I was watching the Liquid Laughter 3D movie in the living room all this time, the giraffe says. I have no idea who I am and what's going on here. I haven't touched your banana, said one of the pelican's heads. Mr. Ali Lee Bulb immediately realizes who's lied to him. And you? It's Cardboard Giraffe. He couldn't watch a 3D movie since the house only exists in 2 dimensions. It happened on a dark night on a purple planet. A fluffy snake crawled into the house where a purple guy was sleeping. It bit him, and the purple guy decided to go to a hospital. He told the doctor everything. She looked at the guy attentively and told him the snake hadn't been venomous. How did she know that? It was 3:45 a.m. on the clock in the guy's room. Now it's 11:45 p.m. on the clock in the examination room. The purple guy has spent almost a day trying to get to the hospital. So far, nothing bad has happened to him, which means the snake was not poisonous. The king of the tiny planet has no heirs. But then, who will become the ruler of this world? To choose the best candidate, the king gives every inhabitant one seed. Whoever grows the most beautiful flower will get the planet, the king tells them. Come back in 2 months. 2 months later, everyone came back with beautiful flowers. Among hundreds of candidates, there was one girl with an empty pot, and her brother with the most beautiful flower. The king said they would rule the planet.
Huh?
Why them?
Let's pray. Thank you, Lord, for this day. God, thank you for the protection. Bless the
All
food
the
before I
seeds
take
were
it. In
fake,
Jesus' name I
and the
pray.
girl didn't
Amen.
want to deceive the king by replacing the seed. Meanwhile, her brother put a lot of effort into growing the most beautiful plant to achieve his goal. Rain falls upward in this world. Cars move backward, broken glass repairs itself. Pens erase words from paper. Chickens hide back in the egg at the end of their life. So you get it, time runs backward here. But something is wrong in this world. What is it? Try to look beyond the picture you've just seen before answering. The correct answer is my voice. It's not reversed. Space monsters are chasing you inside an abandoned space station somewhere at the edge of a faraway galaxy. They're stretching their toothy tentacles towards you. Fortunately, you manage to jump into a rescue ship and get out of there. Suddenly, you realize that the ship has no brakes. There's an asteroid belt to your left. A small black hole is on the right, and a red star is in the middle. Which way should you choose? None of these. Don't forget that you can also fly up or down. You're in outer space. It's raining diamonds every day on this planet. The rays of the closest star that warms this world contain gold particles. Banknotes grow on trees. Seas glow green because the water is filled with emeralds. Despite all this wealth, people don't want to live here. Why? Gold particles in the air can damage human lungs within seconds. Money trees don't produce oxygen, and there are no fish in the water because of the emeralds. People simply can't exist there. Michael is walking down a long road. He's sweaty, hungry, and thirsty. There are no cars around, and his phone isn't working. Michael takes a few more steps and sits down on the road. He can't walk anymore. At this moment, he hears a vehicle approaching. It stops by Michael. Its doors open, but Michael doesn't get inside. He notices a car and a motorbike approaching. They stop by him too. All the drivers offer to give Michael a ride. What should he choose?
The motorcycle. The bus has a flat
The
tire.
bus seems normal, but one of its tires is flat. The trip won't last long. Look at the biker. His face is hidden by a helmet, but he has hooves instead of feet. Mike chooses the car. One video blogger has been walking across a desert for several hours. The guy has no water left, and he's losing strength, but his camera battery is fully charged. He climbs a small hill and sees 3 lakes, but not all of them are real. Help the blogger to identify illusions. He has a video camera. He should film the lakes. Mirages can't be recorded. A biker is traveling along a country road when he hears a scream. A woman is calling for help. She seems to be in the forest. The biker drives in her direction and sees 3 girls among trees. They're all begging to save them from a vampire. But which of you is the vampire? The man asks. It's her, the girl screams and points at one another. How can the biker find out who is human?
7.
There are 2 side mirrors on the motorcycle. The biker needs to turn the handlebars to check which girl has a reflection. Martin likes visiting abandoned factories and other buildings. Today he's going to check a huge deserted shopping mall located on a remote island. According to some legends, the Minotaur lives inside the building. The creature looks like a human with a bald head. Of course, Martin doesn't believe that. He takes a flashlight, a warm blanket, and a night vision camera. It's dark and cold inside. Martin hears a strange noise coming from the corridor. He shines a flashlight and sees the Minotaur. The monster looks angry. It aims its horns at Martin. What should the guy do? Faster! The bull is about to attack! Remember that blanket that Martin took with him? The guy should throw it at the monster's muzzle to confuse the creature and escape. Michelle is in front of a locked door. An axe, a hammer, and a drill, and several other tools lie nearby. The girl tries to break down the door with the axe, but the door is metallic. Then she tries to knock the door out with the hammer, and again, no result. Don't try to force it open. There's an easier way, a creepy voice says. Michelle tries to open the door by turning the handle, but it doesn't work either. What else can she do?
Use a chainsaw.
Michelle should knock on the door. Starry sky, fresh cool air, endless dunes, a small campfire, and a tent. This place is a fairy tale. Sarah has always wanted to spend a night in a desert. She takes pictures of the stars, drinks hot tea from a thermos, and enjoys life. It's a perfect night. Too perfect. A smile disappears from Sarah's face. Everything is not real. 2 signs indicate that Sarah is sleeping right now. What are these signs?
There's 2 moons. There's 2 moons.
2 moons are shining in the sky. A sea crab is looking at Sarah from the sand. But it's scorpions that usually live in deserts, not sea crabs. Mary opens her eyes and realizes that she's in an unknown place. The last thing she remembers is walking in the park, and then darkness. There's a lot of trash in the room. A red lamp is flashing from the ceiling. Something must have happened here. Mary can leave through the door. It's open. But wait, she needs to take some useful stuff from the room. But what? She can only choose 2 items. Which ones? Mary needs to get scuba gear and a mask. Look at that small window. Fish are swimming by. Mary is underwater. Alex returns to his top floor apartment after a workout at the gym. He turns on his stove to cook some soup. When he's having lunch, someone knocks on the door. These are water utility workers. They say that the ceiling in Alex's apartment is about to collapse because his neighbors forgot to turn off a faucet. And now they're flooding the building. They ask the guy to evacuate immediately. Alex closes the door and calls the police. He's sure those 2 are thieves. How has Alex figured that out?
Because when he was holding my bag.
He lives on the top floor. No one can flood him. Henry and Mia live together in New York. They wanted to run away from big city life and celebrate their anniversary in the wild. So the guys used a special online service and found 3 available options nearby. Bob offered his cozy treehouse in the woods for a reasonable price. Julia offered this fancy geodesic dome with all conveniences. It's a 2-hour drive away from New York. And Crystal offered an old mansion that she'd inherited from her granny. Can you help the guys make the right choice? Take a closer look at the picture of the dome. It's located near the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which means this property is in Italy, and it can't be 2 hours away from New York. And Crystal's granny's ghost is still in the house, so Mia and Henry should choose the treehouse. The guys contacted Bob, booked a house, and hit the road. Mia is a famous blogger, so she decided to post all milestones of their journey in her stories. Can you spot any differences between these two pictures? Here they are. What about these two pictures? There are three differences. What can you say about these two? Can you see three differences? Here they are. While the guys were driving along a highway, someone threw a can of paint into their car. Mia and Henry stopped at the nearest car wash and interviewed 4 other drivers. Bill said, "My truck has to be perfect. I'm going on a date this evening." Jack said, "I'm going to meet my business partner at the airport. I want to leave a good impression." Lily said, "Honestly, I don't need to have my car washed. I just stopped here to visit the restroom." Ryan said, "My boss gave me this coupon so that I could wash my car for free." Who stained Henry and Mia's car? Lily. Her right hand is stained with the paint of the same color. And besides, she has a print of Mia's face on her t-shirt. She's definitely obsessed with her. The guys washed their car and continued on their journey. They had to choose one of these 3 roads to reach their destination. The first one went through toxic swamps. People often get lost in that area. The second path went near a river with creepy sirens. Their singing made everyone jump into the water. And a band of angry robbers was waiting on the third road. Which way should the guys opt for? The second one. They can close all the windows, turn some music on, and drive past the sirens very fast. Mia suggested visiting the farmer's market to buy some fresh produce for their romantic weekend. When they entered the marketplace, 3 sellers offered them apples, but only one deal was safe enough. Can you help the guys make the right choice? Seller number 1 offers very old apples. Take a look at the date on the box. They expired 5 years ago. Seller number 3 offers very beautiful apples. But pay attention to his assistant. She's putting shoe polish on the apples to make them look better. So, Mia and Henry should pick the second seller. Henry and Mia left the market and put all their purchases into the car. Suddenly, Henry realized that he'd left a bag with cabbage at the farmer's stall. He returned but couldn't find the bag. Henry questioned 3 people he saw nearby. Vera said, "I only eat chicken, sir. See?"
Nimemaliza kula.
Bella said, "Yes, I saw your bag. The seller put the cabbage back on the shelf." And the seller said, "I don't know what's going on here. I spent the last 10 minutes in the
Chukua kitabu usome, hata mimi nasoma.
nation. The treehouse is
Mungu na mwanga hapa kwa kiti. Hata viti hazijamaliza hata wiki. Memaliza food please. Hebu nione hiyo sahani. Mwangalendi.
Usikalie hiyo mchele.
Rokota hiyo mchele na hiyo mboga. Rokota please.
Kwa pamoja na hiyo. Alikuwa anapangusia vikombe nayo. Chukua. Mama ona Praise na mtuma anakataa. Hii safi. Hizo.
Hashtag Check Your Live. Check Your Live begins right now. Tonight. So the petition is there. The cause of the petition, the ministry.
9 Otumishi school students accused of setting a dormitory on fire. Killing 16 learners remanded for 21 days. As teachers union Kupet blames government for the fire.
Like Kibiabis is one of the 23 quarantine isolation center we are building. And we will not stop it.
Ebola deal
Unajua ukweli wa Mungu. Imagine like this right here. Here. Unajua like this right here.
Gani?
Here.
Naitwa na nani?
Teacher, baby teacher.
Mungu.
Submitted on the 31st this year
Hii na hata haijakavariwa.
by KPLC
Si wote wamerarua.
of the sector.
Hata nimerarua.
No changes
So
to
hata
electricity tariffs. Government spokesperson planned Kenya Power Retail Review.
Baby.
Already ameshaanza.
Peleka yako ikapotee na iraruke.
Unaweka vibaya, ona venye unaweka.
Weka vibaya ndio iraruke. Toa hapo. Sasa ona venye unafanya. Unataka iraruke? Si lazima uweke hapo.
Alone. Opposition leaders slammed ruling UDA party over scathing letter.
Sasa wewe. Weka vitabu kwanza chini, wacha kushikanisha video 20.
Deli unapaswa kupeana. Kupea
Andrew
mama aside.
Kishage is our sign language interpreter. 9 students arrested following the Utumishi Girls Academy fire last Thursday will spend the next 21 days at the Nakuru Children's Remand to allow police conclude investigations. Naivasha Chief Magistrate Abdulkadir Ramadan in his ruling directed authorities
Sasa imetoka
to
wapi?
ensure the suspects who are aged between 15 and 17 years are protected while in custody until their matter is mentioned on the 24th of this month. The 9 were arrested after forensic analysis of CCTV footage allegedly captured them planning and executing the act, which left 16 learners dead and scores others injured. The prosecution told the court that police are investigating a case of murder and
Unashijanga
arson,
kubai wa
among other related offenses.
Kwani unatumianga aje?
Hii kitu iko wapi?
Very nice of the children volunteer. I am persuaded that the respondents ought to be staying as many. I have considered the period sought. I find that it has been
Hakuna
sought.
kitu, hakuna diary ya
Shortened
kuandika.
the investigators can speed and shorten this day. I will allow the investigators
Haitaandikwa msiere na nini? Niko Kiswahili.
In a subsequent development to this story, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers Kupet now says that the Ministry of Education should bear responsibility for the fire incident that claimed 16 lives. The union officials who visited the institution on Wednesday alleged that the Ministry of Education allowed the admission of excess learners
Weka hapo kwanza.
to severe congestion in the
Hi, brother.
dormitory. They also claimed that the ministry permitted transfer of learners
Wacha kutoa hiyo kitu hapo Praise, kuna kitu natuma.
consultation with the school principal.
Manu toa hii kitu umeweka hapa.
BLM insists that their members had no knowledge of any plan to torch the dormitory. However, they acknowledge that there have been concerns which were raised on the quality of food that was served the night before the tragedy. Here's Gatete Njoroge with that. A week after the nation woke up to the news of a devastating fire tragedy at Utumishi Girls Academy,